And don't make the mistake that most of your mothers and fathers made. Um, when I wake up in the morning, my prayers, and I thank God I woke up, the Ku Klux Klan woke up this morning. The drug pushers woke up this morning. I thank God that I made another 24 hours in the most vicious, nasty, hateful, insane nation that's ever existed with my wits, without hating, without being bitter, without being mean. And I thank God that I survived 24 hours in that type of atmosphere with the type of amusement and friendliness. And so I would say to young folks, um, don't be in a state of denial of the racism and sexism, but don't let that block you. Don't teach your children that you have to be twice as good as a white. That's an awful thing to teach your child.
Mm-hmm.
That's like saying
I
because you're
agree.
black, white America has a right to change your dollar for 94 cents. But we used to get 50 cents, and before that, we used to get nothing. Young folks have to say, we don't want more change for a dollar. Excuse me, we want a full dollar's change for a dollar, or this cash register will never ring again.
Yes.
I would also like for young blacks to understand that about 83% of all employment happen with small businesses. And excuse me, if you don't have a small business, then you have nobody to work for you. And I would say to young blacks, get into entrepreneurship. We will never catch up with white America till we get into business because there's a thing called tax write-offs. And if you have a job and come together, 10 of you, and open up a corporation and have somebody run it, you hiring somebody to run it, but you have tax write-offs. 98% of people that fly first class on airplanes would not be there if that wasn't a write-off. And yet, on that first class, they gave away last year $800 million, almost $1 billion of free whiskey. But if a welfare mother asked for some apple juice for the baby,
Mm-hmm.
she's laughed at.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would say entrepreneurship, and then understand that we will never survive as a group until we get into communities and not neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
A community is I control the police, the banks, the schools, the firefighters, and I control the flow of the money. And I have no problem when I go in a Jewish neighborhood and the shop owners are Jewish, and I go into an Italian neighborhood and shop owners are Italian. I have a problem when I come in a black neighborhood and the shop owners is not me. A Korean has a right to come in and buy my shop for $30 million more than it's worth. That's good business. But if we decide that we're not going to do business with that one, then he'll have to sell it back or she'll sell it back to a black person for $1 million. And then the
Yes.
money circulates and circulates, and that's how you change. We've been so busy dealing with the hurt and the pain and the misery and glamorizing a hand few that have made it, that we have never really looked at, like they say, your role model. If you haven't got a role model in your house, you should fall on your knees and pray to
Yes.
God because something is wrong.
Yes.
And so I would say to young folks, it's not about alcohol, but it's hard for me to say that to you when a 5-year-old got to reach past mama's beer and papa's wine to get some mayonnaise. I would also say to young folks that the number one drug that will wipe you out is not cocaine, it's not heroin, it's marijuana. And they deliberately make that a recreation drug, but it stays in the muscles, it stays in the blood, and it will wipe out your memory bank. And also, this is the first time in the history of TB that TB has always been known as poor folks. It's the first
What is good, my people? We are live back again with another live broadcast on the forecast. What's going on, Cassidra? How you doing? You can hear me clear?
I am good. I hear you. Yes, I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Like you say, every day is above ground
That's
is a
right.
good day.
Every day. I tell you, he was talking about some good stuff there. Telling us to get our own business, which is, I mean, why aren't we doing that? He talked about getting in our own neighborhoods, creating our own neighborhoods, he talked about some good stuff. But why aren't we listening to him? Why aren't we doing it? We won't even create our own neighborhoods. They separated it, they tore our neighborhoods down. And what do? We continue to, we continue it. Why aren't we building our own neighborhoods? Why are we not running these Chinese out of our area? They don't like you. They don't like you, but you still support them. I don't understand black people. I don't. We know that we could run them out of business and then buy that business. And then when they leave that store, we can go in there and have neighborhood stores, neighborhood community. And that's what they used to have back in the day, community stores where the community would buy, would put pitch in, or mom and pop shops. But we don't do that anymore. We just allow them into our neighborhood, and they talk to you, treat you any kind of way, and we still go back every time. Just like New York, that little baby who she went into the Chinese woman's store and she shot in the head and she had the money. See, stuff like that. Why? We have so much power, but we don't even understand the power that we possess. We need to bring up videos like this more often so that black folk don't ever forget we have the power. I don't care what the white folk tell you. We're not only just 13%. We've been 13% in America for how many years since we've been here? That's a lie. It's more of us than them. Every group that come here, they grow, except black people. They've been telling you 13%. Now I hear black folk repeating that same lie. I'm like, stop repeating that. That's a lie. They're not going to tell you that you more than them now. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to still put your number 13% because they don't want you getting up over them. And now they're putting it together to where now they're going to always rule over you. This is what they're doing now. Because Biden told you by 2040, you're going to have to work with the Mexicans. Didn't he tell you that? And what do we say? What do we think they're doing now? They're putting that stuff together because they know that they're done. They know that they're not reproducing. They know. What did South Africa do during apartheid? They put it to where white folk gonna rule over black folk forever because of the system that they've set up. They know how to set this thing up, and that's what they've done. And we don't understand that. We still, just I don't know. We going on this little what you call that hamster wheel, and we going nowhere because they're not giving you permission to go nowhere. No, you don't need their permission. This dude is telling you what to do. Get your own small business. Every black person, we have gifts within us. We should be getting our own businesses. We should be getting in our own businesses. I should have been doing Airbnbs way. I did it in the States, but I should have been doing it sooner. Why didn't I get into it? So you see what I'm saying? So now you get to come out of Egypt and you understand, man, we could do this thing. Yes, you can. But I'm going to rest with that.
Yeah, that's all facts. All facts. And that's why we do this live so that we can hopefully the children they got the best opportunity to learn. So
Yeah. Yeah. Start saving now. I start saving right now. And I'm gonna tell parents, let me just get with the black women because I know we have these boys and we have our kids in our homes. Dads aren't there, we understand. Start teaching them entrepreneurship. Start pulling out your children's gifts right now. Stop sending them these 4-year colleges. Send them to the tech schools. That's a 10-month. Get like we used to get them a certificate and let them get out the ones that you know that are entrepreneurships. Be saving up so you can help them get their own businesses instead of you putting them out the house and telling them, okay, you 18 now, you graduate, go. No, 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 no. Stop doing that. Let's stop doing that. Let's help them so when they come out of our house, they can move into their own house with their own businesses. That's how it's supposed to be done. Our children shouldn't be sitting up here looking at you struggle, and now your child is struggling the way you struggled the whole 18 years. No, no, let's do better. Go ahead and rest with that.
yeah. And today, Cassandra, I want to show you some. We're gonna like give a history a little break, I guess, till next time we come back on here.
Okay.
Um, but that's still some interesting stuff that I wanted to show you. But before that, I do want to show some kind of history. Um, you sent me one of these, and then another brother. I think you sent me this one, Cassidra.
Why isn't Tunis Campbell in every
Oh,
Oh, wait,
yeah.
hold on.
That'd be good to understand who he
Okay,
is.
wait.
I ain't never heard of this brother.
I can't hear it.
Why? Oh, you can't hear it. I heard it. It was good. You didn't hear it?
Let me see if I do it right.
American history book?
Who?
Is it
I
because
can't
he
hear it for
proved
some
black
reason.
didn't just survive without white control?
Okay.
They thrived.
Can
Campbell
you
was
hear
born
it, Cassidra?
in
Yeah,
1812.
I can hear it.
He wasn't
Mhm.
satisfied with freedom on paper.
Mm.
After the Civil War,
Damn.
Yeah, I hear it. Do you hear me?
Can you hear me, Cassidra?
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
he bought land.
Okay, you guys, I think Forecast had to go out and come back in. Let's just start listening to our children and start teaching them entrepreneurship, because a lot of us, we know that our children, we know that they, their gifts. Okay, start pulling those gifts out early. Start recognizing them early, so that you can direct them into what it is they're supposed to be doing with their lives. Instead of us growing up working at McDonald's, they might be computer programmers, and you got them working at McDonald's. They may be bakers, and you got them selling shoes. Let's start recognizing what our children's gifts are, so that we can direct them into that direction. Okay, because on ownership, entrepreneurship, that's the only way that we're gonna get out from under them. And also, when he said, start running these people out of business, stop giving your money to these Chinese. I have not been to a Chinese store in I can't even remember the last time I bought anything from a Chinese. You don't know how to treat me, you don't get $1. I'm not going, even in our neighborhoods, I'm not going to support them. Let's stop supporting people that don't like you. Let's stop doing that. We'll support somebody in a minute who don't like you, don't give a dang on about you. We'll support them in a minute. Why are we doing that? Let's stop doing that. We don't have to support people that do sit up there and lock you in the nail shop and beat the hell out of you because they changed the price on you 15 times. And after they got done with your nails, then they want to beat you because they done went up on the price so much, and they done told you it's $15. By the time you get done, it's $30, $40. No, let's stop. No, run them out of business. Stop supporting that behavior. We don't have to support that behavior. You understand what I'm saying? Let's start doing business different. Make that we know we need to understand the power that we as Black people possess. We possess the power. We have to know that. But if you don't understand that and teach your children that, we'll continue the same habits that we've been doing. We'll continue the same habits. Okay, I can hear you. I was just, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
I was just, yeah, that's fine. I heard you the first time.
Oh, could you hear the video?
Yes, I heard the video too. I was trying to let you know, yeah. But that's okay.
Yeah, I couldn't hear
I was
nothing.
hearing you. I text you that, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I heard you. Yeah.
All right, let me y'all, you was done saying what you were saying?
Yes, I was just talking. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
And did the video.
Why isn't Tunis Campbell in every American history book?
Who?
Is it because he proved Black people didn't just survive without white control?
Okay.
They thrived. Campbell was born free in 1812, but he wasn't satisfied with freedom on paper.
Mm.
After the Civil War, he bought land in Georgia and built a Black-led society from scratch, complete with schools, courts, land ownership, self-defense forces, and zero white oversight. He banned white officials from interfering, appointed Black judges, organized militias. And when the system couldn't beat him legally, they poisoned him, threw him in prison, and tried to erase him.
Wow.
But here's the uncomfortable truth.
As usual.
Campbell didn't beg for equality. He built independence. He didn't just challenge white power. He replaced it. So ask yourself, why was his name buried while others got monuments? If this is the first time you're hearing about Tunis Campbell, drop "fierce leader" in the comments.
Yeah, so shouts out to that brother,
But look at, don't they always do that to us though? But why were they allowed to? Why are we not protecting our leaders, the great leaders, the good leaders like that? Why aren't we protecting them? They said they poisoned him, threw him in prison, and erased him. And that's exactly what they did. But this is what they do all the time, because I didn't even hear about the brother. And then they didn't even teach us about him in schools. Had you heard about him, Forecast, before? Forecast, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Had you
Yeah.
heard
No,
about
I
him?
did. Well,
See what I'm saying?
yeah, no, I didn't learn about him in school or nothing like that. No.
But see, this is what I'm saying. This is why your book is so important. And I hope you on target for, you got a couple days to get that book out. I hope you're on target because that book needs to be released. Seriously. That's a great book. I'm telling you, we have to buy it. We have to support that. That should be in every one of our Black schools that we're getting ready to develop. That book, your book, should be in every school. So all 68 chapters, all 68 books need to be in our Black schools. We need to have them in the prisons. We need to have them into everything Black. It needs to be in Black, written down, because we've forgotten our history. We don't know how great we are. We got to come back to understanding who we really are and why we on this earth. We're not here to be their slaves. We're not here to flip their hamburgers for their businesses. Build your own business. If you can cook, okay, get together with 5 other people. Just what the guy said. He said, get together with 5 other people, 10 other people, and create your own business. And that's not what we're doing. We're trying to do this thing by ourselves. No. Doctors, get together with the nurses, create your wellness center, your birthing centers. You say they're killing you? Okay, let's build our own. Lawyers, okay? Teachers, principals, let's build our own schools. We can do this. We did it before. Even if you start online with the teachers in the school, start online. Africa needs that bad. We need private Hebrew schools here to teach Black folk who they really are. Well, I don't care what you call it, as long as it's Black. Black culture, Black schools, Black community learning centers, whatever it is, as long as it's Black, and teach it our history only. We didn't learn about them enough. We don't need to know about them. We already know. We can teach them, okay, y'all watch them. They're dangerous for our people. Don't date them. That's what you teach about white folk. But as far as history, they lie so much, we don't need to know their history. But I'm gonna rest with that.
Right. And that's the reason why we don't need to have them as our teachers anyway, in the first place,
Never should have.
Yeah,
Never.
they'll never tell us
People
about
that don't
this.
like you, you think they're going to teach you something? You think they're going to educate your babies? Right? Look at these schools. It's a madhouse. They got them all set up. So, okay, we're going to teach them this. We're going to not teach them this. We're going to tell parents they can't discipline their children. And Black folk don't discipline their children because white folk don't. And look at who's shooting up schools. And now they're trying to tell you how to raise yours. Get out of here. These schools are a mess on purpose. Don't you get it yet? They're not teaching. They're doing this on purpose to send your child to prison, because guess what? The judges got money in those prisons. The lawyers got money and they're double dipping. The DAs got money. All of them got money in those prisons, building prisons for your child in those schools. They're leading, and we know that they're connected to prisons, don't? Because we'll tell people, oh, schools are connected just to prison pipeline to prisons. Okay, you know that. Why are you still sending your child to these schools? See, this is what I'm saying. We'll know stuff and we still won't do nothing about it. Tell me why. I'm having an issue with this. Tell me why. But I'm gonna rest with that.
Yeah, and let me see, I play this other one.
It's coming out now.
I think shouts out to my brother Anthony, I think sent it. Or another brother.
I want you to remember this name, Mr. Lucius Emerson, out of Tuskegee, Alabama. They're not going to mention Tuskegee, but they will tell you it was Macon County. Macon County is Tuskegee, Alabama. Check this brother out. He's nothing but the truth. Oh.
Alabama elected a Black sheriff in 1966, and the Klan put a $50,000 bounty on his head, but what Lucius Emerson did next made them regret it forever. When every white deputy quit, Emerson hired Vietnam veterans who killed for America and now killed for justice. His deputies didn't arrest Klan members. They disappeared them. 17 Klan leaders vanished during his 8 years. Must have left town, Emerson would say. The FBI investigated, but every Black person in Macon County stayed silent. When the Klan shot up his house, 2 Klan families' barns mysteriously burned. When they bombed his office, 3 Grand Dragons got found floating in the river. He turned their terror tactics against them.
White folks stopped wearing sheets real quick when the hunter became hunted. Alabama erased him from history books because he proved black power could destroy white supremacy. The Klan offered $50,000 for his head, but lost 20 members learning why you don't threaten a black sheriff with nothing to lose. Google won't show you this truth.
Well, what do you think about that, Cassidra?
Oh my God, we need to hear that again. I swear. Did you hear what he did? That is my hero. That right there. That's my hero right there. He did what? He did what we should be doing. I seen a boy. He hit this family, but a white boy, right? Hit this, killed 3 members of the family, mom and 2 of her children. You know what? How much time he got? Nothing. Why? That's when Lucius need to come out. Okay. I mean, I'm just saying we need Lucius today. You just had a nurse to break black babies' bones, right? And I think she killed one, if I'm not mistaken. How much? What she got? 3 months? Really? 3 months? That's all you're gonna give her? And then she walking around. They gave her $25,000 bail, right? What are we doing? What are we doing? We don't need their justice system. And I hear black folks say, well, they'll get them in their system. No, they won't. They're not doing it now. So guess what? That's when jungle justice comes out. That's when Lucius comes out. He said, how many Klan members came up missing? 20? After they put a $50,000 bill on his head? That's how we're supposed to do business. And what happened? They bombed his house. And what did he do? He went and did back to them what they did to him. This is what we're supposed to do. We don't let bullies bully you. Because once the rabbit got the gun, what happened? They left his ass alone, didn't they? I'm just saying. This is how, and they protected each other. They didn't say nothing. They handled their business. Did nobody get on internet and say, you know what, we just killed? No. He said they must have left town. Ain't that what they said? FBI tried to investigate.
I don't know what happened to him.
Man.
I don't know what happened to him.
Hey, I'm just saying, we need Lucius. Where he at? Where the real Lucius at? He became sheriff. He ran his department. This is what we should be doing, creating our own communities. And the first person that will open their mouth, your whole family come up missing. I'm just saying we got to put that out. You got to put that out there. Because that's how we need to do business with each other. We're not going to we're not putting no cameras out. We're going to handle our business and take care of what needs to be taken care of. Just like Ozone in jail for what? For doing what he was supposed to do. That cop came up there and said Charlie 777. I don't know what Charlie 777 meant, but he handled his business. Oh, that cop was going to take him out. And because he didn't allow the cops to take him out, they gave him 30 years. Make that make sense. Because you killed a dirty cop who probably had a record long as my arm, but they didn't even put that out there in court. I don't know why. But I'm going to rest with that. Let's learn from this, you guys. We're not doing these videos for you to just sit, let's learn from this. What do we need to do? Where's the next Lucius? And I'll rest.
No, that's a good question because that was just the history part, Cassidra. This one might make you mad. The next few ones you might get mad.
From Lucius to who? To Candace. Yeah, we got Candace's next. We don't have Lucius's. We got Candace's. Okay, go ahead.
No, check this out, Cassidra. Watch this. Watch what happened to this sister here.
Y'all, so this video fucked me up, okay? So this lady was in a sauna, right? I believe she's on a trip and she's in her bathing suit. This is not underwear and panties. Even if it was, that's not the fucking excuse. But he eyes her, right? He's about to go to his room, but then he chases after her, picks her up, y'all. Y'all see that? Picks her up. She's screaming, yelling, trying to get him to put her down. He puts her down finally. And then he goes to the door like nothing fucking happened. He's knocking on the door. Whoever's in that fucking door, him and her or them need to be arrested. But he's knocking on the door. He keeps walking towards her. Now she's like, what the fuck? The staff and a couple of other people came as well while she tells them what just fucking happened. He goes back to the room, continues to knock on the door again as if nothing happens, as if he didn't just do what he did. Got inside the room and they are asking questions and trying to figure out what's going on. The kicker is, y'all, the cops did nothing. They refused to arrest this man, but yet we have on camera his actions. Like, what the fuck? Y'all.
They're not going to do anything. I just told y'all. They're letting these people get away with murder. And then the black dude that shot the white kids that was at his back door at 3 a.m. in the morning, you see that video? He goes to jail because he shot one of them. They was trying to get into his house. They lied and said, oh, we was doing a prank. How in the hell you doing a prank at 3 o'clock in the morning at somebody's back door? That you need to get blown away. Somebody coming in my house at 3 in the morning and you come in my house. Oh, I'm going to drop you where you stand. Play a prank if you want to. Prank that. But this dude is going to jail now because he defended his family and defended himself. They'll put your ass in jail. But then when they come to big head dudes like that, you go and pick a woman up. He wouldn't pick me up because that would have been the last time he'd right there where he stood. I'm just saying, we have to stop calling them. They're not going to do anything for you, Black family. They're not. Look at the history. Look at this year. Look at 2025. How many cops went to jail for your deaths, your child's deaths? How many? One. And that was on camera. And they gave him 12 years. What the hell is what 12 years going to do? Or what the 25? One of them, I can't remember which one. But still, that's not enough time. We had a brother that just got 90, is trying to get 98 years because he stole a car. What the hell? We get 98 years. What was the violence in the crime? He didn't kill anybody. He get 98 years. What are we doing? He's a brother. And I think he's doing a car scam or something. He scammed white folk out of their money. Okay, but you get 98 years for that? Where was the violent crime? That wasn't a violent crime. How in the hell you get 98 years when you got Amber Geiger, who got 12 years for killing Botham Jean in his own apartment? She shouldn't have never seen right now, she shouldn't be breathing right now. I'm just saying. You come on in here. They can't take care of you. The lady broken them baby's bones. Oh, you out on $25,000 bail? Let's go handle our business. Seriously, we're going to make them do their job. And if you don't, we got you. And I'm going to rest with that.
Yeah, and you see, everybody says on camera, they let it go, but...
Exactly, it's on camera. It's on camera. But guess what? I'd wait for his ass tomorrow. I'm going to go to the sauna again tomorrow. Come on out. Come on, let's play. Seriously. You're not going to scare me. You're not going to threaten me. You're not going to scare me. It's already on camera. Now I know the police is not going to do anything, but I'm not going to stay in my apartment. I'm going to have me some fun. I'm going to go to the sauna. I'm going to do what I need to do. Come on, pick me up again. Pick me up again. That's going to be your last.
I know what door you at now. Yeah, I know what door you went in.
Exactly. Come on. I got you. Come on. I'm going to the sauna tomorrow. Okay. I'm going to rest with that.
So
we don't never. My thing is, we don't never defend ourselves. Never. We always call the police. What the hell you calling them for? What the hell they gonna do? They had a whole man that got snatched. He got by some white boys, right? 2 white boys. He lived. He lived through it. Went and told the police, and what happened? They laughed at him. Didn't do nothing. Didn't even investigate it. But you ain't got to investigate, because I'm gonna tell you what. I would have had something on me. You want to kidnap me? They would have, I'd have waited till they got to the woods. Come on. Because we're going to handle our business out here. Seriously, when are we going to take things into our own hands? Stop going to cops, stop calling them, and stop going to them. One young man was being harassed by his boss, right? He called his mom. His mom said, oh, go to the police. Went to the police. They said, you can't do that. You can't be sitting up in here. You got to go. They put him out. He come up dead. Really? Your mother told you to go to the police. What the hell? Where's our 911 at? Where's our Huey P. Newton or whoever? Where's the Black Panthers at? The real one, not the fake one. Where's that person that we need to call if we being harassed? Where they at? They say they're here. I don't see them doing nothing. Our kids still dying in the street. Where they at? Oh, we working. We can sign a contract with the cops. That's where they at. Ain't that what that brother say? Oh, we march for immigrants now. Oh, we do. Right? Really? Okay, I rest with that. I'm just saying. I'm tired of what I'm seeing. We some punks now. What's happened? What happened to Black people? We some punks now. We don't defend ourselves for nothing. But okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and another part of that is the economic part. But I want you to see this how they profit off it too. So.
The thing is, they're created by
non-Black people using AI Black people. That sounds a bit on brand. It's almost like everybody else knows the value of Black people. I wonder if Black people know the value of Black people. They're not tracking this for shits and giggles. Black culture influence is the blueprint, has a dollar value associated with that. So the fact that there are hundreds of these accounts all over social media on every single platform, not a shock or a surprise, because everybody wants to make money as easy as possible. So if they're going to use some Black people in some AI facet, they're going to say, why not? And people all over the world are going to do it. You've got accounts in Mexico, Russia, and in India. Have you seen TikTok shop lately with these pro-Black t-shirts? Like, no Black person designed this. A lot of these shops are coming out of China, and if you can pronounce that one, better than me. And when you look into some of these businesses like this one, based in China, we've all seen this t-shirt on more than one occasion, again, based in China. And then you've got AI used to sell this "they not like us" from Black and Proud 365. But according to their website, Black and Proud 365, is that a Vietnamese name? Here we are. And this image is the knockoff of that image. That's the original artist, Navi Robbins. Now, the question is, if everyone else is using AI for their own financial gain, we can keep going round and round with this, but do we need to change and keep up with the times? We've got AI singers. We've got AI social media marketers that are apparently so convincing that people are asking where they got the genes from. Girl, that's AI. And it's not just AI. They will use any of us. Apparently, Oprah now has a new account. Oprah Pics has ads running that leads you to a website that doesn't have all the photos of all the products. Can somebody tag Oprah? Maybe she doesn't know that her website needs a little help. Oprah, girl, this is giving scam. Maybe we should just show up for each other, because we can never control what they are going to do. How about we be more intentional and just keep showing up for each other? Next month is Black History Month, in case you need an occasion, and Valentine's Day. Do you know where your Black-owned chocolate companies are? Yeah, our Black Buying Guide covers that. Black-owned bookstores, Black-owned chocolate brands, Black-owned, what are you looking for? All at shopthehood.store. And once Black people really get into AI, baby, you know we're going to turn it up. And you know what they say, change is inevitable. And if you want a link to the Black Buying Guide, just type in guide in the comments and we'll send you the link.
They're all Black and they're.
Yeah, what you think about that?
The Chinese been taking over our culture. I seen one time a Chinese guy was standing outside of a restaurant, right? It was outside anyway. You know how you do the Black culture and, you know, in the park sometimes in Black History Month. He's standing there watching the recipe. They're cooking in front of him. He's standing there taking notes. You didn't see that? He's standing right there. But they've been stealing from us since forever, right? And Chinese people learned it from them white folk, how to steal from us. And we'll actually buy the product. I seen that a t-shirt, God Don't Play About Us t-shirt on TikTok. I'm like, are you guys serious? You see, and it's a white hand, Chinese, you know, I don't know if it's Chinese, but Mexican girl, I was thinking. And I'm saying, you guys, every time they see something that has something to do with us, they flock to invent it, and we flock to them to buy it. I'm like, no, we buy that from somebody Black. Somebody Black should have came up with that shirt, and we buy it from them. If this is what you want to do, but we're not gonna make them rich. They've been making money off of us for a very long time. When are we gonna start making money off of us? But I guarantee you, if somebody else, Black had came up with it, they wouldn't even purchase it. Because somebody white came up with it. So, where can I get that shirt? Oh my goodness, where can I get that from? Oh, come on. Let's start supporting our own businesses. Stop supporting these Chinese people. They making money off of you in China. You go to Thailand, you go to China, and they charging you $1,000 for rent. What the hell? We paying that? Are you crazy? For a box at that. But I'm gonna rest with that.
Yeah, that's all facts, and you know, I might as well show it now, all right? Because you got the Asians now. Well, no, I guess we could wait. We could just go in order. All right, because this is the point anyway. Let's see.
And since we're finally starting to talk about the fact that white people should not be getting invited to the cookout all willy-nilly just because they show a little quote-unquote spice in their personalities, it's also time for us to talk about the fact that y'all be sharing y'all families' secret and sacred recipes on the internet. I don't like that. Maybe this is just me like being a little too Black, but I personally would never, ever, ever post my mom's mac and cheese recipe on TikTok. I would never do that. My ancestors would be frowning down from heaven if I was to post the secret sauce. I'm skeptical to even share those things with my friends just because I know that they've been so particular about keeping these recipes in the family. When it comes to sharing culture and sharing elements of your culture with people who are outside of your culture, I believe that you should always do that as an act of love. If I don't love and care about you deeply, I'm not sharing family recipes and or secrets with you.
Now, first of all, she don't know that all the cookouts already got canceled, so we don't even got to worry about that. But the point is, it's not just like recipes though. Like we tell all of our business, like we just gotta let everybody know what we doing. Oh, we made this. Like it's like we trying to prove ourselves or something. And you don't give up the secret sauce, so to speak. You keep your mouth shut. And all that love stuff. Yeah, that's not Black enough. That's not being too Black, unless you're talking about the people that you love within this community or whatever. But I don't know what you think about that, Cassidra.
I totally agree. We talk too much. We talk too much at the wrong time. We don't talk about how we gonna take it. We don't talk about things that we need to be talking about, like George Zimmerman. You understand what I'm saying? We talk about, like she said, the recipes. We talk about the wrong things. So I totally agree. Let's start keeping that stuff to ourselves, keeping it in the family. Coming on with now, if you know that you got a gift over there, okay, let's make some money off of it. So you always giving it out to somebody else and they make all the money off of you when it was your idea. And they do that all the time. This is what they do. They've been stealing from us and they're not gonna stop. But now they don't have to steal it. They just come on up there and watch your YouTube or your TikTok and you give them the whole recipe. Or you give them the foundation of how you're gonna make money in Black community. They know that. Why you think they come in your community and you can't even get a business in your own community? But they'll come in your community with a brand new shop, a brand new hair supply store where they got the money from your government, from their government, because they know that they breaking off their government with some of that money. Because they make money in our, their government a lot of time gave it to them, or our government gave them the money to come into our communities. Don't we know that by now? We don't understand that. They wouldn't give you money to come in your own community, but they pay the Chinese, the Indians to come into the Afghanistan, the 7-Elevens to come into your neighborhood. But I rest with that.
Yeah, facts. Now check this one out, Cassidra. I know what you're gonna say.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. All praises due to the Most High. And as the old saying goes, if you
I'm gonna get something to drink while I let it play.
Lay down with dogs, then you're going to end up with fleas. Here we have another case of young Black brother who cannot keep his hand out of the proverbial vanilla cookie jar, so he ends up in handcuffs. Just watch.
11. A Charlotte man behind bars for more than 3 years without ever going to trial on charges he believes only came because of who he was dating.
It's the latest wild twist in a WBTV investigation into Mecklenburg County magistrates. Investigative reporter David Hodges is in the newsroom with a story you will only see on WBTV.
I've been reporting on Mecklenburg County Magistrate Ashley Blackwell since last year after uncovering an ethics complaint that was filed against her by another magistrate. Since I filed that first report, I've been digging deeper for months into another allegation in that complaint, saying that Blackwell abused her power and position to have her then boyfriend arrested and thrown in jail, where he sat for years.
Name is Julius Bishop. Hello, Councilman, everyone.
This is Julius Bishop in February 2020 talking in front of Charlotte City Council.
For people who may not know me, hello.
And I work with kids in the community.
This is him today from the Mecklenburg County Jail. How long have you been in jail for?
I've been in jail since August 16th, 2021.
Bishop is facing more than half a dozen charges for domestic violence filed by his former girlfriend, Ashley Blackwell, a magistrate in Mecklenburg County.
The main thing that hurts me the most is I've been here for 3 years and I've lost 8 family members that I should have buried in the ground.
Bishop believes the case against him is bogus, that the charges are part of a plot to keep him imprisoned, and the assault he's charged with was consensual.
I was given consent to do that, and it was an act of our sexual behaviors. I've done it several times in our house.
Another
I think they call it race play, Cassidra.
magistrate filed a complaint against Blackwell alleging unethical behavior. The magistrate claims Blackwell told her that Bishop had never touched her, but got a domestic violence order against him anyway.
Why is he still languishing in the county jail is what we have to ask ourselves.
Leandra Garrett met Bishop at a community event before he was arrested.
He came and I was able to meet him and have a conversation with him, and we kind of connected right then.
Bishop ran a nonprofit called Positive Youth Transformation, mentoring kids in the community.
He had a big heart, very articulate, a lot to share. So great guy.
Beyond the circumstances of his arrest, there are questions about how his case has been handled. At a time when defendants charged with murder and other violent crimes are sometimes given a low unsecured bond that allows them back out on the streets, Bishop's bail is set at more than $100,000 secured. I've found dozens of domestic violence cases in Mecklenburg County where the bail has been significantly lower than Bishop's.
Clearly, he is unable to pay this amount.
Emily Galvin Almanza is CEO at Partners for Justice and spoke with me about Bishop's case.
Now, I don't know the specifics of the allegations in this case. This amount is not serving as an incentive to return to court. It's serving as a price for his liberty, which he cannot pay.
Court documents show Bishop's criminal record is virtually spotless, and he says he's rejected any plea deals offered in his case so he can prove his innocence.
You're talking about a person who's been sitting in jail for so long, his time in custody may have exceeded the time to which he would have been sentenced if convicted.
Do you feel like the only reason you're still in jail is because this involves Ashley Blackwell?
Yes, sir. And I've watched over 450 people leave out of this jail since I've been here. Over 450. I can't believe it. And I still don't know when I'm going to get out, to be honest.
Since I started digging into Bishop's case and asking questions to our elected officials, his trial date has been moved up to February 24th. Ashley Blackwell is still serving as a Mecklenburg County magistrate as part of a 4-year term. Other questions that I had about this case, well, we're not getting answers from the district attorney's office or the trial court saying they can't comment on pending cases. However, we're going to keep asking questions of your elected officials until we start getting some answers.
Damn, my man can't believe it, Cassidra.
I'm going to get some pizza. You want some pizza? I'm just saying. You want some pizza? I'm going to get pizza.
You don't want to go protest?
I don't give a damn. Stay your ass right there. That's what you get for messing with them white folk. I keep telling y'all black asses, leave them crackers alone. Leave them alone. How many times we got to keep telling you? Right now, I'm going. Like I said, I'm going to count the sand at the beach. Seriously. What? Look, that's your bed. Lying, bro. Have a good day. Seriously, we keep telling y'all, leave these crazy ass white folk alone. She gonna keep you in there for as long as she want to, because she can. And her friends know what she doing. But guess what? They don't care about your black ass. They gonna leave him right there. You can rot in jail. Whatever happened is probably because he broke it off. And she said, you ain't gonna leave me. If you gonna mess with me, you gonna mess with the men in jail. You will never get another woman. But hey, like I said, I'm going to get some pizza up the corner. You want some? That's on him.
You don't want to go protest?
When y'all stop leaving these white women alone, then you stop getting in trouble for a kiss. 12 years. Didn't the brother get 12 years for a kiss? Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
Well, that brother got 3 years for whatever he done did. He ain't
do nothing. He been in there since 2021. How long? That's 5 years. It's 2026. What in the world? For nothing. For nothing. But y'all still keep touching them dirty bastards. They
And
dirty.
she done said it, and she said it didn't happen and everything.
Exactly. But guess what? They don't care. We're going to keep them in there anyway because we can. Who going to check us? Nobody. So go ahead and keep risking your life messing with them animals, those beasts, those cave beasts.
Bro, me and Cassidra gonna be there to protest outside the jail.
Oh, so yeah, okay. Okay. I'm gonna be getting pizza. I don't know about you. I'm be going to give me some ice cream pizza. I'm just saying, I'm watching the sand. I'm sweeping the sand on the beach. Seriously, Lord, please. I ain't going out there, man. Please, I'm not gonna protest for nobody that knew better. We've been telling y'all we've been telling y'all to leave them snow. Umar Johnson been telling y'all. Y'all laugh at him, but he'll tell you in a minute. Nobody's never. Right? But what y'all do? You keep going. You keep. Well, it won't happen to me. Well, you know that I get to. You know they got more respect. They did all them lies they did convinced you of that you got a piece of nothing. You got a piece of trash and trying to call gold. Get out of here. But I'm a rest with that. I'm done talking about Felix.
I don't know. It was weird, Lauren. Check this one out, Cassidra. I don't know what you think here. Now, his brother is standing outside. I don't know, being goofy, I guess.
You got some cupcakes in there? Can you go make me some?
Damn, can you hear it?
Really nice.
Yes, I can.
Yes, I was looking for the
Every
police
time
department. This is the police department. How can I help you?
All right,
Okay,
hold
this is
on.
Nikki.
I'm
I'm
gonna
the
play it. I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna have to go back out and come back in.
I can hear you though.
All
Can
right,
you hear
I hear
me?
you. Yeah, I hear
Oh,
you,
okay.
but I can't hear the video.
Oh, okay. I hear the video too. Go ahead.
All right.
You got some cupcakes in there? Can you go make me some? You look really nice.
Yes, I was looking for the police department. This is the police department. How can I help you? Okay, this is Nikki. I'm the branch manager at Bank OZK. I know that we get a lot of foot traffic off of Sunset, but I noticed a guy that was lingering around my car. Now I have a convertible and the top's down, but he then proceeded to pull his phone out and started filming it, and then he started filming the branch, and which does not make me feel very comfortable because I don't know why he would need to be recording a bank. So I went out and asked him if there was anything that I could help him with, and he said no. And I said, okay, can I ask what you're doing? And he was like, yeah, I'm shooting a video. And I go, why are you shooting? What is the video for? And he's like, oh, I'm just shooting a video. And I said, okay. And he goes, well, I noticed your car. And he goes, so I started taking, a video of your car. And then you came out here and he started commenting on my appearance, asked me what I was doing later. And I was like, I'm not going to do this. And so I went ahead and went back inside. But he is still out on the corner filming the front of the branch. What's the address? So it's 2773 West Sunset Avenue. It does appear that he's also talking to someone, so I don't know if he's FaceTiming, but I don't know why he's just standing. And I called our security. He's far enough outside of the camera angles that they're not able to see him, and security told me I needed to go ahead and call you guys because they didn't like he was standing up there filming the branch. And he's walked back off of the property a little bit, and then he even came back to the front and was still shooting the camera like towards the opening at the marquee. Like, I don't know what's going on. Okay. What's your name and phone number? It's Nikki Allison. I'm going to give you my personal cell, 479. Is he on the property right now?
He is standing just off of the property, but his camera is still pointed at the branch. So he's like on.
Now, Cassidra, what you think of this?
Okay, let's dive deep here. He is outside across the street. So this white woman is threatened because a black guy is outside across the street. How do you know he's filming the bank? How do you know he's pointing that way? You're across the street. Can I stand across the street and know what somebody is doing? No, I don't know if you're pointing. You know, sometimes you'll think people are looking at you and they looking behind you or around at somebody else. They're not even thinking about you. So why? What was the emergency? Why did you have to call 911? What did he in fact do? White folks stand there all the time, I'm sure. You know, doing whatever they do. But let a black person stand there and you have an issue and you call the police. That's just like the Chinese. It was a girl that was visited a Chinese shop, and what they do, they call the police on a black guy who came in and made an order, and they said, "Oh, he came. You know, he has a gun." So it was a joke. They trying to see how fast the police was gonna get there. See what I'm saying? This is they're using the police to murder us because they know what calling the police can do to us. So they use that as a weapon for whatever reason. You got some sick folk, sick puppies. These white folk are sick as I don't know what. So why the 911? Why did you feel the need to call the police because he's black? That's obvious. That's an obvious reason. You come outside, come cross the street and say, "Can I help you?" What the hell are you talking about? I'm not even talking to you. I'm not even on the bank's property. What the hell? What happens if he had shot her dead? Because I feel like she's a threat. She's a threat. Why is she coming across the street approaching me to say anything? Because you know white folks are a threat anyway. Anything they do, I think it's a threat. They follow me in a supermarket. I'm holding mine because I'm feeling threatened because we know how they act. How many throats did they slice? Slit with the two black sisters. I'm just saying. Why are you approaching me? Now I'm feeling threatened, but I'm gonna rest with that. We need to think about this. This right here speaks volumes of how they really are. But
Yeah, and then I appreciate you saying that. Yo, what's going on, my brother MD2? And then not only that, the brother sitting there, "Oh, you look good. Can I take you on a date?" and all this.
What the
And
hell?
then
She's trying to get you killed, dummy. And you so busy trying to look at this beast because they didn't brainwash you to believe that white women just the best. Get out of here. Those are animals. You sleep with an animal. Do we understand that? These people are animals. Why do you think when these white women get pregnant or the black women get pregnant by them, you have so many problems with your pregnancy? And this is a known fact because those are animals you're procreating with. They're not supposed to be inside of your body. You're not supposed to date them. But you're so infatuated by nothingness. That's sad. You got this brother been in jail for 5 years because he was dating somebody he had no business dating. And now he in jail, can't get out, but you want to whine to us. No, you stay right there. You stay right there. But I rest. That's crazy to me. You on mute. Who you talking?
oh yeah, my bad. I was on mute. Shouts out to Matron in the building too. I appreciate you coming through.
Welcome.
Let's see. Yeah, check this out, Cassidra. This is crazy too.
Story that's made headline for years, and on Monday, a special prosecutor charged two men with the 2012 death of 16-year-old Corey Stingley.
Stingley was held down at a West Allis liquor store. Fox 6 reporter Bill Miston explains how it took so long to get to this date.
It's been more than 13 years since Corey Stingley walked into this West Allis liquor store and left it unconscious. The boy later died. Since then, his father had pushed for the case to be reopened, reviewed, and charges to be filed. On Monday, the Dane County District Attorney filed felony murder charges against two of the three men involved in the boy's death. December 14th, 2012, 16-year-old Corey Stingley is caught on surveillance video putting liquor bottles in his backpack. When the clerk confronts him at the counter, the teen tries to run off. A scuffle ensues, with three customers restraining him. When police showed up nearly 15 minutes later, but only minutes after a 911 call, the boy was still being held down. He didn't have a pulse and wasn't breathing. Corey later died. The medical examiner ruled from anoxic brain injury, noting his airway was obstructed with, quote, reasonable force. More than a year later, then Milwaukee County District Attorney John Chisholm declined to file charges against the three men involved, one of whom has since died. Racine County District Attorney Tricia Hansen also investigated the case and did not issue charges. In 2022, a judge appointed Dane County District Attorney Ismail Ozan as special prosecutor. On Monday, he charged 67-year-old Robert Behringer and 39-year-old Jesse Cole with felony murder and false imprisonment. Ozan is not commenting. An attorney for Cole has not returned Fox 6's
Now,
messages.
Cassidra, you see that. Now, before we do that, I want you to
How many years did it have? What year was this?
like 2012.
20. What year is it now? Why would it take so long? If they was white, if that dude was white, would it have taken this long? This is what I'm saying.
Wait, it get worse though, Cassidra.
Oh
It
God,
get worse.
please don't tell me it get worse.
It
Okay,
gets
go ahead.
worse.
Oh God.
I hope this is the right one.
Restorative justice, that was just part of what led to two men pleading guilty to felony murder last week. They likely won't go to prison.
Bill Miston shows us what went into this outcome.
Justice, to me, is sort of nebulous.
Last Thursday was the closest Craig Stingley's been to justice for his son, Corey. Corey died after being held down by 3 customers at a West Allis liquor store in December 2012, after the 16-year-old was confronted by a clerk for stealing. Milwaukee County's then DA declined to file charges. Racine's DA didn't want to either. One of the men involved died in 2022, but then a special prosecutor decided to move forward.
When we realized truly that this wasn't going to be something that would give the family really what they needed in the traditional system, we approached restorative justice
Through Marquette Law School's Andrew Center, led by former Milwaukee County Chief Judge Mary Trigiano.
It can run parallel to it. It can come before it. It can come after it. And it's not something that we seek to supplant the traditional system.
Trigiano says restorative justice changes the conversation.
Restorative justice for everyone. It is voluntary on both parts.
The Stingley case took more than a year of discussions.
To work through all those many hours.
Helping Trigiano through the process were Silas Petrie and Sam Medina Conchi.
Basically able to help her provide the best stage possible for the staff.
When we finally got into the dialogue, did something brave that day.
2 men, Jesse Cole and Robert Berenger, pleaded guilty to felony murder, but will likely have the cases dismissed with prejudice later this year as a part of a deferred prosecution agreement signed off on by the Stingleys.
How often does this happen here in Milwaukee?
In this type of situation, it's
type of
very, very unique facts, very unique posture. It's very, very rare.
You know, it was difficult to go into the room.
Stingley says it taught him something.
After a situation, a tragedy, you want somebody to pay for it. But I don't think we really understand what that means. You know,
in their system, ain't nobody gonna never pay. The only way they pay is Lucius come out.
Start to understand that that's not gonna bring them back. But it will.
No, listen to what he said, Cassidra. He said, now we don't know what justice means, right? Or restorative justice. So we just gonna, even though they plead guilty to murder, he agreed to let them off the hook with no jail time.
Yep.
Listen to him.
And that loved one that you have, you start to understand that that's not going to bring them back, but it will.
Yeah, right.
You know, until
I'm bad.
After a situation, a tragedy, you want.
Well, that's not my daddy.
You want somebody to pay for it, but I don't think
somebody should.
What that means, you know, until some time has gone away, and that loved one that you have, you start to understand that that's not going to bring them back. But it will damage you.
In Milwaukee, Bill Miston, Fox 6 News.
It'll damage you. I don't know what the hell they talking about.
I don't either, but it would do more damage to them. Seriously, this is what I'm saying. Where's Lucius? We have to bring that personality back. And until we do, they're gonna keep on letting these people that's saying I'm guilty, but I know you're not gonna do nothing. They're gonna keep on letting them off. Just like Daniel Penny, who choked out the dude on the train in New York. They let him get away with murder. He wasn't even bothering him. Turned around, choked him in. Well, how much time? Nothing. Why? Because he black. Okay, I got you. I'm not even gonna report it. My thing is stop reporting it. Street justice, here we come. Because we already know going through their system, and you have black folks saying all the time, take them to court. Let the justice system do what the justice system do. Well, we know what the justice system gonna do. Absolutely nothing. So continue allowing the justice system to do absolutely nothing and continue allowing them to get away with murder. Yep, let's do that. Let's keep doing this. Let's see how you feel. Because you the one gonna die and get cancer and die because you didn't do nothing. Now you're supposed to protect your child. We're supposed to protect our children at any cost. Any cost. One already went to see the devil. Okay. Now the other two need to go see their daddy too. Seriously, what are we doing? And until we do something about this, nothing is ever going to change in their system. But I'm gonna rest with that.
Yeah, all facts. And Mason said he sound crazy. If the ethnicities were reversed, they would be demanding blood. Blood debts must be paid in blood. Yeah, all facts.
Exactly. Blood for blood. You don't want to do nothing? I got that. You don't have to. I'm gonna take care of it. I'm not even gonna report it. We're gonna just go, and then they come to question you. Well, they must have left town, right? Ain't that what the sheriff said? They left town. Okay.
Yeah. Now, check this out, Cassidra. This is a different thing here. Now, look at this fool here talking about and, this dummy here.
I'm a Mayata now, fool. What the gang ain't? Catch me outside, we'll go bang bang. Guys, homie. I'm a Moya.
I say, and then he had to be disrespectful of Mayata. So they like this Spanish dude here. I don't know what he's trying to do. He said, "Girl, I'm gonna dress like a black man so I can avoid ICE." You know what I'm saying? And good luck with that. But Cassidra, I will play this one for you, and I want you to see this. So check it out.
All power to the people. As everyone knows, I'm Paul Birdsong. I got a message from Aaron Dixon today saying that he no longer supports us. That after he gave me orders to make a video saying that him and other members were coming, that he withdrew his support. And that he said that this situation is unimportant to him, even though my comrades have risked their lives and spent thousands of hours of their time and dollars in life standing behind a cause. You know, he said he's going to make a statement saying no one has the right to call himself a Black Panther going forward. I told him to make sure that he put in that statement that he did, in fact, give us the right to call ourselves that, because I still have the messages where he did, just in case he doesn't. And I put in there also, make sure that you put in there that Emory Douglas did give us the right to wear that emblem, because I still have the messages where that happened too. But as it stands, because of that, because of me and my comrades risking our lives and all the heat that we went under, because of the counter-revolutionary practices, because we don't believe in Black nationalism, like Bobby Seale said in the video that I shared on my page earlier, that Black nationalism is acquiesced to racism, and that we don't stand like that we're internationalists and
You racist as hell, Cassidra.
Newton said we will no longer identify with this flag. We will no longer identify ourselves as the Black Panther Party for self-defense. We're going to take OG from the town's advice. We're going to take the name that he decided to put out there. We're going to call ourselves the Black Lion Party for International Solidarity. Reason for the international.
I love everybody. Yes, sir. Coalition.
We will stand with the people being terrorized for ICE. We will stand with any oppressed people across the world. We will keep feeding every single day, keep offering food every single day. We will keep patrolling the community with guns. We will keep stopping drug dealers, keep stopping sex traffickers. We will keep stopping police brutality. This little plaque that I got, it says Paul Birdsong, and as a Panther says since 2020. I don't regret the work that I've done because it's brought me to this point. But going forward, these Panther patches will no longer be on my uniform. Me and my comrades stand independent. We're willing to work with any organization that stands for the rights of every living person, any organization that stands against imperialism, attacking immigrants. Now, if you're out here raping people and killing people and selling drugs and different stuff like that, yeah, deport them. But those people out there that are just working hard, trying to provide for their families, trying to escape the guerrilla warfare and the cartel warfare that's happening in their countries, to come for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We feel that they shouldn't be bothered, and we're willing to stand beside them to ensure that they're not. All power to the people.
What the hell?
Oh,
What the hell did we just see?
It's
What the hell?
the, it's
What the
the,
hell did? Okay, what the hell did we just see? Is that the Black Panthers?
wait,
That's
no,
something.
apparently not no more. They're
Okay,
the Yes Sir party now.
we have to start recognizing COINTELPRO. We've been around these government people, we've been around these white folk long enough to know that they're gonna always send their agents, right? What the hell? When have the Black Panthers ever marched for immigrants? When? When he started marching for that white woman, I knew then, I'm not watching him. I'm not having nothing to do with that. We have to recognize agents when we see them. Black Panthers, they never stood for white folk. What you have? What the hell? He went out there marching for the white woman, but you didn't march for the brother. Give me a, what are you doing? And black folk jump. You got these 4 clowns. Power to the people. Power to what people? Immigrants? I'm not marching for no immigrants. If you don't look like me, I'm not marching for you. And this is what they said they stood for, immigrants, but not black people. Because I hear you march for Keith Porter that got killed by ICE New Year's Eve, right? The dude with the gun, who was, you know how white folk, you know how black folk.
How about this last 14-year-old brother since 2012 that ain't and the dudes is not going to jail at all?
Exactly. What about them? When you gonna handle your business for black people? You should have been marching, I ain't gonna say marching. Them 2 white guys need to be taken care of. What you doing? I didn't see you with George Floyd. Did you? Did we see them doing George Floyd? I'm just saying. You can't even tell if he black or not. Is he black, Mexican, Spanish? What is it? You can't even tell. Power
I
to the
think
people.
Arab.
How much? He looked like it. He could really he could. I see people like this every day right now. I can't tell they black or not. They just brown. I can't tell. So this is sad. But he's marching for immigrants. We're gonna fight for the immigrants. Really? Well, you go right ahead, bro. I'm gonna pass on that one. But I rest my mic.
Nah, that boy said I'll throw down my black flag if you say I can't stand up for everybody. And Mason said he pretending to be black, saying something loud that we don't want to hear. The only way that a black man looks like him is if there is a white interruption in their bloodline.
Exactly.
And mulatto blacks are
He's
the
gonna
only
march for
safe
his
black.
auntie. He marching for his auntie.
Yeah.
He's marching for auntie. Go ahead. March for auntie.
Hey, listen, I would write the book that they were saying, but I ain't got no problem writing a book about the mulatto thing. And so now they got this thing.
PBS ran a special recently trying to imply that Mexicans or South Americans, let's just put it this way, were getting treated like Negroes in Jim Crow, and they called it Juan Crow. Then,
oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
So I had to play it just because I thought it was funny.
Do you know? Okay, Mexicans were here. They were coming back for. They wasn't a large.
Juan Crow, but it's not new. Look, it's 14 years ago. Stop Juan Crow, and guess who's up there? Damn,
All the people's house.
Yeah. Papers, please, law. What the hell?
Yeah, we didn't do all this hard work and all this struggle.
About the don't shoot me law.
A century in time.
Oh, this is.
I think people misunderstand why we have.
I think 2012. I think didn't it just say 2012?
It's not a document that was created just to protect a few citizens. It was written to protect us all.
So this was happening when the young brother was getting kneeled on by them white boys. Stop Juan Crow.
Ain't that something? Stop Juan Crow.
Accountability for us. So,
yeah.
Do we ever see? Hold on, let me ask you a question. Do we ever see them come out and do this for us? Ever? Ever? I've never seen it. So why is it that we always got to stand up for them? Do we really, as black people, understand the power that we possess? If black folk ain't in it, ain't going nowhere. White folk marched, where'd they go? Nowhere. Because it ain't no fun when you'll see black folk out there. It's not even important. But we'll stand up and talk. We'll stand up and do this all the time. Candace Owens do it all the time for white folk. She doing it now for the white guy that died. She's standing up hard for him. You going hard for another man. How does your husband feel for you rocking with CK like that? I mean, going hard for him, going against his wife. What in the world? And now you got a brother standing up there. Oh, I guess that's a brother. He's Spanish. I don't know. He looked black to me. What are we doing? What are we doing? We have more black children that have been murdered by police that we could be standing for. But you standing for Juan. Stop Juan Crow. What are we doing? I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I don't.
They very unoriginal. And of course they are crying and stuff like that, you know.
We could push aside, the Latino community, we could push aside our racism, our colorism. We wouldn't be here.
Well, you should.
We wouldn't be here because they have been warning us about what's going on, and your empathy was not there for the Black community. It wasn't. So now that it's happening to us, now you get it. Now you see where it's coming from. Now you see the similarities. And I really hope that there comes a time where my people truly wake up, because the Black community is strong. They're smart. They have learned their history, and they try to tell us. They try to teach us. Black women have tried to tell us. 92%ers tried to tell us. Granted, I listened. My ears were open, but a lot of my Latino community was like, okay. And I truly hope that, yes, it sucks that we are here and that things are so ugly, but I hope that we are learning.
But it don't really matter. It doesn't really matter what they say for real. So, and the thing is, right, when you go out there, Cassidra, as the brothers, like the brother was just doing, and you end up in these situations here.
Former CNN anchor Don Lemon has been warned by the Justice Department over allegations he joined a swarm of anti-ICE protesters who burst into a Minnesota church in the middle of Sunday service and accused the pastor of working with ICE.
Our resistance protesters, they're planning an operation that we're going to follow them on. I can't tell you exactly what they're doing, but it's called Operation Pull Up. And it's Takima Armstrong, and she has been doing this since George Floyd.
Lemon turning the How to Be Well is that for remember?
Surprise people, catch them off guard, and hold them to. You know?
What do you think of this? I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship. So. But there were folks who I have to take care of my flock.
Okay, but listen, we live in there's a constitution and a First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
Yeah. We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus, because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world, is Jesus Christ.
I said, how did I become the face of this? And my producer said, Don, you're a gay Black man in America.
Don Lemon has officially achieved the impossible. He is so dumb that he's managed to violate a law written to stop the Ku Klux Klan. Let's talk about it. I care.
All right. So basically, they charged him with the.
CNN reporter Don Lemon went to the protesters when they stormed a church service on Sunday morning, full of families that were trying to worship, and started screaming at them that they're Nazis and they're white supremacists.
I ain't gonna say it. I was about to say it. I ain't trying to get you started, Cassidra. I ain't gonna say what they was worshiping, Cassidra. We just gonna let it go.
Yeah. You ain't got to tell me.
Chanting Renee Good's name. And these people are in serious federal trouble for doing this. Yes, you have the right to protest, but storming a church and obstructing people from their constitutional rights to be able to worship is absolutely against the law. Pam Bondi has come out and very strongly said that they are absolutely going after these people, but she says a lot of stuff all the time, and I never see anybody in cuffs or getting perp walked, so who knows with this administration. One federal law that they could be using is the FACE Act, which protects religious freedom. Now, this was originally made to protect abortion clinics, but they threw churches in there. And wouldn't that be kind of ironic? The other one they could use is the KKK Act of 1871. Now, this was passed to help African Americans with their civil rights struggles against the Ku Klux Klan. It made intimidation, conspiracy, and interference with federal rights a federal offense. If they arrested Don Lemon,
And consider if we get that federal hate bill, we probably be charged with it. I'm just trying to tell you.
We would, exactly. Just like the civil rights, they didn't use that for us. They used it for everybody else, not for you. I mean, just like Matron was saying, this is not our fight. What are we doing? Why are you out there? Don, because your husband is white or Spanish, probably. Who cares? Stay somewhere, go somewhere and sit down. You didn't go this hard for Black children getting shot up and murdered by police, did it? But you're doing all of this for immigrants. What in the world are we doing here? We don't ever stand up for our own, do we?
Damn. He says, well, his husband. That sounds crazy, but he probably revert to save. He shouldn't have been out there, Don. Messing with those good white folk. What did you do, Don?
So let him go on and get them charges. He'd be okay. Keep telling y'all I'm going out for pizza.
And Matron said, "You ain't gonna go protest?"
I'm going for pizza or something. I'm just saying, he ain't got no business out there. We told y'all, sit down. Black. We had a senator, a woman. She's Black, who was out there, got arrested. Why are you out there? You going hard for immigrants. You didn't go that hard for Black people. What are we doing? What is wrong with us? We'll fight the wrong fight. Juan Crow. And you standing up there arguing about Juan Crow. Who the hell is Juan Crow? Who here cares? Let them fight for their own. Jim Crow, Juan Crow. We fought for ours. So it's their time. They can fight for their own. Where were they when we were out there wanting them to come? Where were they? When our children getting shot up?
Damn. And Mason said, the immigration is not our fight. We need to stay out of the streets and cultivate candidates for the midterm elections that are coming up. And yeah, if you want to have officials, you put your money behind them, And Latinos that thought they were white passing, they forgot that white presidents kicked Mexico's ass to take land and expand America. They were and are looked at as dogs, but they're happy to be dogs, though. That's the point, though. They like it, though. They want to get, how dogs want to be getting accepted, But then you have other groups of allies, I guess, for all the oppressed peoples around the world.
Well, I want to roll the clear understanding people. I truly, truly appreciate the Black community and being in support of understanding what the Asian community is going through. Mainly because we don't deserve your kindness. Like we don't.
What is this Chin Crow?
Deserve the amount of gratitude, the moral support, the kindness that you have provided us on all levels of platform when it comes to being so relatable. Simply because of all of the racist shit that you guys have endured from our community in its own. Don't deserve it, because even coming from a family of immigrants, like for our family to come here to the States and to either piggyback, hop on, ignoring all of those things and not acknowledging a problem of us being racist to Black Americans, but immigrating from a whole nother country and then just developing a whole racist mindset because of what white Americans planted is freaking insane. So we don't deserve your guys' kindness. We don't deserve this. So when I say that, I'm truly, truly appreciative and I really, really do admire the amount of support that we have been getting. I truly mean it. For a while now, I understood that even for myself, that I have appropriated Black culture and however that may look, right? As simply as being permission from some of my Black friends
to sound like she go on for too long here,
talking, dressing.
Who really cares, right? But she says, thank you, Cassidra, for all you do for them. The brother threw down his Black flag to stand up for the oppressed peoples around the world, and although she didn't give a damn about you, thank you for fighting for her.
My pleasure, I guess, huh? We ain't gonna never get it. I mean, she told you they ain't never did nothing for us, but you want us to come out there and do for you. No, we're not doing that. I'm not coming. We're not coming. But you know what? It's gonna be some that will. because we always want to make sure that they understand that we care. We know.
Yeah. Nicole, day by day. What's up? What's going on?
Welcome, Nicole. Welcome.
Yeah, I guess it's just for the Asian because I showed some stuff about them last time, and then we about to wrap it up.
This morning, really quick before we get it, I saw you walking from the desk. Girl, you need some lotion on that dry, dry legs. Yeah, they're pretty ashy this morning, but we're so grateful for the director's, take. Are you serious? Don't do that. Do not. Do not. They're really
wow.
Thank you so much to our director. It is 6:40.
This was so disrespectful and a microaggression if I ever did see one. Like the fact that she was like, oh, you're dry. Like, first of all, her tone was very off. Her tone was very off. That Asian lady would have got cussed out like a dog in the street if it was me. I don't care. I really can't stand how Black women are always expected to police themselves and to even be nice and smile through people being shady, being microaggressive, and through adversity. We're just supposed to always take the high road. Now, if the tables were turned, if the roles were reversed, that Asian lady would have been crying to HR about a hostile work environment. But you know what happened instead? The Black lady got on up there with her like a Sambo the next day and was like, oh, it's all love. It's all good. And then the little Alita Asian was just like, yeah, she just went into we needed to rain today. No apology, no nothing. No,
ever apologize. What do you expect them to?
Always calling us aggressive and always saying that we're angry and we're loud and we're ghetto and we're ratchet and we have no decorum and every other woman is feminine, fit, and friendly. And look at how that woman was that's a bitch. She's a bitch. Your legs are ashy. And then the cameraman gonna pan down to her knees. That's bullying. I don't care. I could just imagine what that lady, Samika, I believe is her name. I could just imagine what she goes through behind closed doors for them to do that on camera on national television. That is completely unacceptable. And a lot of these people be very racist and very anti-Black, and they do not like Black women. They feel like, why do you get to be in the same space as me? So they have to, at every turn, try to humble you and try to make you feel less than, because they really don't think that you deserve to have the positions that you have. They don't think that you're qualified. They feel like you're not as attractive as them. They think you're not as smart. This is
All right, so what you think about this, Cassidra?
You know what? Why we always got to take the high road? My thing is, if you start off showing them who you really are and what you really stand for, you ain't gonna have that problem. That woman is having that problem because she's giving that Asian woman permission to disrespect her. I don't have people disrespecting me because they already know what Cassie stands for. They ain't coming there. They're not coming at me like that. And you know, and yourself also, forecast, how many come at you like that? They don't, because they know that we're not tolerating them. They know that we would put them in their place. But they always want Black folk to take the high road. No, you take the high road. You're going to give me the respect that I deserve, or I'm going to say what I need to say, or I'm going to handle my business. Period. I'm tired of people always thinking that we got to be the bigger person. No, you need to be the bigger person. Don't come to me disrespectful. Because if you come to me disrespectful, I'm going to say what I need to say. Or I'm going to do what I need to do. Period. So that's what I think about that Asian woman and her being disrespectful. And with her aggression. Because they're always aggressive when it comes to Black people. Always. They always show us, and she on live TV showing her disrespect toward this Black woman. I'm sick of it. It's crazy to me.
I guess it really ain't no. But this is just why this happens, Cassidra. Because look at this, right? So this is what they want to build: like no Blacks, no Jews, no gays. Well, I don't even know how they would say no gay because that's their culture. So it would be a lot of gays.
No Blacks, no Jews, no gays.
Sign me up.
See, the problem is they're going to ruin it, right? They're going to ruin it. And you know why it's going to be ruined? Because every time we have everything we need, there's a group of people that come in and they fuck it up, right? There's all
I don't know.
and all this other stuff. Oh, they're being racist. They don't want us to come in and lower the property value and ruin it for everyone. That's what's going to happen, man. Things like this can't thrive. And so if we had a way to see what civilization would be like in my people, if we created a civilization of my people, and then we let them create a civilization of their people, it's almost like we don't have indicators or ways to see which society would thrive.
So we know that historically speaking, right, Europeans was full of like rape and gay stuff and pedophilia and dirty and in the forest, you know what I'm saying, couldn't really build anything or do anything. Meanwhile, you had the civilizations of great civilizations, right? I
Black
guess
Wall Street, for example.
right. And
so we know who would survive and we know how. We've done it before.
So yeah, we know. Because and we'll let it bring. And I don't know what he thinks because he was like, sign me up. Like, what do you think he gonna get into the front door or something? Like, they gonna let him into the all white place? What the hell?
Really they don't even want you in their spaces, and they show you every day. And you
still clean the toilet.
Exactly, and that's exactly. They don't even want you doing that for them. They don't even want you cleaning the toilet.
What if I sign your shoes? I won't look at your daughter, sir.
Yeah, they don't even want you doing that for them. That's the saddest part. We keep trying to force our way into these spaces.
Yeah.
That they don't want you in. They don't even want you breathing. And they show you every day. And you still want to force your way. Just like we did in those restaurants back in the day. And we allowed them to feed us their crap. Did you think they wasn't spitting in your food? You think they wasn't dropping your food on the floor? Think they wasn't putting different little stuff in your ice cream that they was making for you that you forced them to make? What sense did that make? You know how many people died trying to sit that they were in their restaurants to beg them to take our money? That's the craziest stuff. I just cannot make sense of that. We was doing fine in our own communities, giving our money to our own Black sisters and brothers. But now you wake up, you force, every day you hear something when you go to Denny's, Victoria's Secret, Starbucks. We hear something. Stop forcing your way in their places. It's not worth it. Stop it. Build your own. Build your own. We don't have to beg them to sit at their tables. But go ahead. Matron said something. I want to go back to her comment. She said something about right now we should be building our own. We should be, like for the midterms getting ready to come up, we should be supporting people financially, supporting locals. I'm talking about locals, like these judges. Some of these judges that's getting these people off. Why are we not voting them out? That's where your vote counts. Why are we not voting them out? If you really want to vote something federally, that's a wash. But locally, keep track of these judges that's getting these people off, that's giving them these light sentences or none at all. Keep track of them and vote them out and put your own person up there. Why are we not doing this? This is stuff that we could be doing locally. But I rest with that.
Oh, definitely. Like you said, and like the dude said, what would happen if we went back and created our own, right?
Hey, man.
Stop
following me and copying me. Stop following her, but he on his feet and she's fucking driving. You tell her stop following you. What in the hell going on with these crazy ass people?
I never started slavery. I don't need to restore your fucking, go back to Africa. You fucking goddamn low-life nigger.
These people are, you know what? That's a mental illness. I don't care for it. I don't care. You ain't gonna tell me these not Satan's children. You are not going to tell me that these are not Hasatan's children. They act just like him. They come to kill, steal, and destroy. And that behavior, that's a mental illness stuff right there. That's crazy behavior. They got so much anger pent up. Where's all the anger coming from? And these are the people that you want to hang out with. These are the people you want to trust with trust your children to. These are the same people. And they show you every day how they feel about you. And you still mixing and mingling and trying to have babies with them and marrying them. Are we kidding? What's wrong with us? That's what my question is. What's wrong with us? They show you every day. This is nothing new. This is their behavior toward you. The camera lady, the cameraman, when the agents disrespect the black woman, what did he do? He went down. Why would you do that? You see what I'm saying? This is their aggression against black people. And we still want to mix and mingle with them every chance we get. Come on, Master. I want to be friends. Martin Luther King said we're supposed to be holding hands. Get out of here. He dead for that dream.
I love everybody party.
Yeah, he died.
They give me my white girl party.
Yeah, just like you had the little black baby. Mama, I found a white girl. What his mom response should have been, baby, take her right back where you got it from. Those are very dangerous species. Don't ever bring one home. That's exactly right there. That was a teachable moment. And the mom thought that was so cute. That's not cute. This is our fault because we're not training and teaching our children, our boys, our girls. We're not teaching them. We've allowed them to forget. They're still dangerous. Even when you bring them into the family, they're still dangerous. These people will never, and our ancestors showed us, they will never accept you. Never. How long we've been trying? The hell with them. Go over here, just like Lucius did and built his own. And when they come over here, you handle your business. We're going over here. Now don't come over here. We're going to put up no trespassing. We're going to put a wall around. That's where you need to put a wall up to keep them out. But do you climb over this wall? We're going to handle our business. It's time to do something different.
Yeah.
But I'm going to rest with that.
Yeah, check this out. Speaking of that.
Why is a white person not allowed in the village?
The man who has the, let's say, the spiritual medium, he was not anymore alive when the peace treaty was signed. So he himself didn't make peace with white folk, and everything what was his, also the spiritual things, didn't make peace with white folk. So Dahomey is a village where white folk don't allow to go because the powerful spiritual medium lies there. Okay. Every white folk who goes in, he see them like
enemy.
The spirit that they have here is a warrior spirit who fought against the European in the slavery time. And every time that the warrior spirit see white people, he get aggressive, so they want to fight. That's why they don't allow white people to come here.
What will happen if a white person comes?
They'll probably let them come if they want to fight them, man. To get rid of them.
He will die. Huh? Dahomey.
Yeah.
It's a village along the Suriname River. And when I got there, I found out they were telling me.
So he said they'll die if they come in this area.
Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. He got the assignment. He understood the assignment. What did he say? They don't even need to be coming. This is a restricted area, and that's what it should be. This is a restricted area. You come over here, what's going to happen? I'm just saying. We're not bothering you. You come over across this wall, that means we know that you mean us bodily harm. So what are we supposed to do? We don't handle our business. Period.
Now,
this is Lucius Town. Every town should be called Lucius Town.
Right, Lucius Town.
I'm just saying, every town is Lucius Town. That's the new name. And they should understand, and we're gonna have the history of Lucius on our boards. This is his history. Okay, this is what happened when you come to Lucius Town. If you don't know how to act. But I'm gonna rest with that. Go ahead.
Yeah, and for those who didn't see at the beginning, I'll play it. That'll be the last thing.
You gotta play
That'll
that
be the
again.
last
You gotta
word.
play that one. You gotta play that again.
Yeah, but I'm curious about like what you think about this and like what y'all, whoever's still listening, thinks about this. So apparently, um, there's something going on here where I don't know, right?
Товарищи,
Heartless Russian fighters are strapping
вот.
mines to the African mercenaries. Right? Because there are
Побежит
the original
отец
call
будет скакать.
to Zoid, Cajun, whatever.
Очкуй. Давай, пшел. Пшел, сказал. Давай, иди. Иди, сказал.
They making them open the bunkers.
Короче, вот такие товарищи у нас прибыли. Вот. Вот Зинем. Сейчас побежит по лесу будет скакать. Вот. Че ты очкуешь? Очкуй. Давай, пшел. Пшел, сказал. Давай, иди. Иди, сказал. Все.
That's the issue. That's a problem. But this is who you trust. There's nothing about them that you should ever be trusting. You use them just like they use you to get ahead. Seriously. If you need some military equipment, okay, you get your military equipment, but you can't come and join forces. We don't need you to join forces. Across the board. They cannot be trusted.
The thing. But black people seem to trust them or want to trust them or somehow just always seem subject to this. You know what I'm saying? This is the issue. Like, because I understand of getting the weapons that you need, but like, why don't we have like common sense enough not to?
Right. Enough is enough. You don't understand your enemy yet. What's it going to take? You've been with them how many years? How long? Over 5. I don't even know how many years we've been around them. So you should know how your enemy operate. There's no reason we need to be joining forces with them. If you got military stuff that I need, okay, I'm going to pay the price and we're going to keep it moving. You're going to stay in Russia and we're going to stay in Africa. We don't need you coming over here joining. We don't need your cruise ship because we just found out they're going to start a cruise ship coming to Africa now. Why? Why do you need a cruise ship? You ain't never came to Africa. Why all of a sudden you're going to offer a cruise ship? No, we don't need you coming through here. But it's always about money. We always selling because they got the money. No, we don't need your money. All money ain't good money. Depending on who giving it to you, what's the price you got to pay. You got to move in my neighborhood for me to get your money. I don't want your money because I don't want you in my neighborhood because I know what you're going to bring with you. They don't ever come to what? To partner. They come to take over, right? But we don't understand that yet. Now we see it on camera. So what are we going to do about it? We see it on camera. We didn't know that was happening. So now we know what are the presidents of Africa going to do about that? Because that's their people that they're forcing into these mines. What are they going to do? Absolutely nothing. And Russia knows that. Because what do we ever do? Nothing. But I'm going to rest. Go ahead. I'm going to rest with that one.
So it targets Nambia's uranium, because it's important that you develop your whole stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right now, its focus is on Namibia, the world's third largest uranium producer. This week, talks between...
I don't understand. So they've eaten people and you're crying, black people. I don't understand.
Nuclear deal framed as peaceful but strategic. In Moscow, a Namibian delegation met senior officials from Russia's state nuclear giant, Rosatom. Rosatom says both sides agreed to speed up work on a formal nuclear cooperation agreement. That deal would reportedly create the legal framework for joint nuclear energy projects.
During the meeting, prospects for cooperation.
Saying Russians eat people are probably true. Like that's what Neanderthal.
Exactly.
They might be the original Neanderthal. Yeah. Yeah, I would guess. Yeah, probably true. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know that your nasty, savage culture that Europeans have. You know.
And the field of the peaceful use of nuclear energy were discussed. The parties reached an agreement to accelerate the preparation of an intergovernmental agreement on cooperation in this area, which will serve as a legal basis for joint projects.
And Rosatom says this is not a standalone move. The Russian firm is already conducting uranium exploration in Namibia. The plan is to complete exploration by 2026 and begin mining operations by 2029. Analysts say that timeline signals intent, as nuclear projects require decades-long commitments. Namibia is already a critical player in the global uranium market. Its uranium mines could reportedly supply 10%.
That means they should be the most dangerous nation in the world because they control power. You know what I'm saying? If they are the biggest or whatever, they should be the most advanced nation in the world at that point. You know,
global nuclear fuel demand. Yet at home, the country still imports most of its electricity, mainly from South Africa. That stark contrast is now shaping Windhoek's plans for its energy future. Last year, Namibia confirmed it is exploring its first nuclear power plant. They say the goal is energy security.
you can't be like partners with somebody when you're dependent on them, though. That's the point, though. You know what I'm saying?
Publicly confirmed its interests in building Namibia's first nuclear plant. Right now, Southern Africa currently has just one operational nuclear plant.
That means they're going to strap a bomb onto you and let you walk into America in the name of Russia. And your homeland where you left in the first place is being extracted this stuff that they needed for. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. The hell is wrong with...
Вот смотрите, братва, вот такие вот с нами воюют войны. Россия, Россия. Камерун с нами, пацаны, Камерун с нами. Всем пизда нам. Позывной? Позывной у тебя? Карлсон, Карлсон.
To be fair, we look just as dumb being in America. Like America, yeah, woo. Like, you know, speaking English, goddamn. Like, we look the same way, cheesing just as hard. You know what I'm saying? That this dude, this brother talking about he gonna go to the White Town look just as crazy.
О, глянь, сколько одноразочек. Еще и поют. Радостные.
Money or...
Ничего, еще на залив пойдут. По-другому запоют.
Yeah, one thing is for sure, Cassidra, no matter where there's some Europeans doing savage shit, there's some Negroes right there behind them.
Every time. Every time.
Damn.
I'll tell you what.
I don't know.
Never good.
I don't know, Cassidra. So all I can say is
we need to see Lucius. I'm just saying, bring Lucius back. That's all I'm gonna say. Enough on this is great. Oh, I love this. This is good.
This
I
baby,
like this.
baby Lucius.
Yeah, baby got it. He understood the assignment, didn't he?
This is how the world is supposed to play out. You want some uranium? Get out of here. Don't touch the uranium. I said don't touch the uranium.
I love it.
The baby understands better than all of us.
He understood the assignment. He understood the assignment. Let's watch it again.
It goes to show you that we may be born with the ability to stand up for ourselves, but our cowardice, and we instill our cowardice into our children to make us some bitches today.
And they do it on purpose. They start early, first grade, kindergarten, preschool.
Mm-hmm.
They teach you how not to fight them. They can do whatever they want to you.
Well, we started right out the womb. Don't look no white man in the eye. Say yes, sir, when they come in. You love everybody. If they do you wrong, you would say it's okay, and you wait till you get to heaven and love them back. You know what I'm saying? That's what we teach our children. You know. But this is how we're born. This is how we come out the womb. You know what I'm saying? Like this. Like, hey, get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? Don't touch my uranium.
That's how we're supposed to be, even now.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here. There you go. Look, he moved it right out the way, didn't he? Understood the assignment. At 2. We understand. We know what to do. But then when you send them to their schools, They retrain them. They got 18 years to retrain your child's brain. That's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Yeah, he tried to remove it peacefully, but the second
And
time,
it
I ain't
didn't
gonna tell
work.
you, but one time.
There you go.
So, I guess for the last words, Cassidra, we gotta wrap it up with these two brothers here.
American history book.
Who?
Is it because he proved black people didn't just survive without white control?
Okay.
They thrived? Campbell was born free in 1812, but he wasn't satisfied with freedom on paper. After the Civil War, he bought land in Georgia and built a black-led society from scratch, complete with schools, courts, land ownership, self-defense forces, and zero white oversight. He banned white officials from interfering, appointed black judges, organized militias. And when the system couldn't beat him legally, they poisoned him, threw him in prison, and tried to erase him.
Wow.
But here's the uncomfortable truth.
As usual.
Campbell didn't beg for equality. He built independence. He didn't just challenge white power. He replaced it. So ask yourself, why was his name buried while others got monuments? If this is the first time you're hearing about Tunis Campbell, drop fierce.
And this brother here.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Listen, I taught history for about 20 years in middle school, and I didn't like it because it didn't put us in a good light. The stuff that's coming out now, because of this internet, I love it. Check this out right here. I want you to remember this name, Mr. Lucius Emerson, out of Tuskegee, Alabama. They're not going to mention Tuskegee, but they will tell you it was Macon County. Macon County is Tuskegee, Alabama. Check this brother out. He's nothing but the truth. Oh.
Alabama elected a black sheriff in 1966, and the Klan put a $50,000 bounty on his head, but what Lucius Emerson did next made them regret it forever. When every white deputy quit, Emerson hired Vietnam veterans who killed for America and now killed for justice. His deputies didn't arrest Klan members. They disappeared them. 17 Klan leaders vanished during his 8 years. Must have left town, Emerson would say. The FBI investigated, but every black person in Macon County stayed silent. When the Klan shot up his house, 2 Klan families' barns mysteriously burned. When they bombed his office, 3 Grand Dragons got found floating in the river. He turned their terror tactics against them. White folks stopped wearing sheets real quick when the hunter became hunted. Alabama erased him from history books because he proved black power could destroy white supremacy. The Klan offered $50,000 for his head, but lost 20 members learning why you don't threaten a black sheriff with nothing to lose. Google won't show you this truth.
So pretty much when the I Love Everybody, Yes Sir, Rainbow Coalition for Everybody turns into the Lucius for Black People Self-Defense and whoever wanted can get it coalition, then we will be free. You know what I'm saying? So what you think about that, Cassidra?
I totally agree. Lucius just told us how to do it. And Campbell did too. I hope we're taking something from this. This is how we need to be acting. What did they say? They bombed his house and 20 of them came up missing. Oh, you understand what I'm saying? So he didn't just sit there. He didn't just sit there and say, well, we're going to let the justice system take care of it. No, the justice system did take care of it. They left town, right? And that's what he said. They left town. That was the best part about it. And I hope we're listening. We have to start bringing back the Lucius, the Campbells. He brought in the VA, the vets, to protect the community. And did nobody say nothing? They was all on code. We have to understand. This is why it's so important to always learn and know our history, to know what kind of Black people was back in the day. What did Black people do back in the day? How did they protect the community? How did they protect each other? They didn't all look like Candaces. They'll show you the Candace Owens now. That's not how Black folk used to act. And when they did, they took care of the Candaces back in the day. And that's what we have to start now. We have to stop reporting everything that happened in our community. No, we're not going to report it. We're going to go handle our business. Because we already know that they're not going to do anything in their systems. They're not going to do anything. So why do we still continue to say, oh, we're going to report it? What you reporting? And what they going to do about it? Nothing. They're going to keep on doing what they've been doing. Because guess what? Bullies don't stop until you stop them. They're not going to stop killing you. They're not going to stop killing your children. They're not going to stop taking advantage of you in any way, shape, or form. And we definitely not marching with them or for them, Black Panthers. And if that's the new Black Panthers, we ain't doing that. That's the old Black Panthers. We're not doing that. Seriously. No more are we going to stand up for them. We're not marching for white folk. We're not marching for immigrants. That's not how the Black Panthers did it. That's the new. This is what this new Black Panther. And we have to start understanding who the COINTELPROs are. Who are they using now? Anybody that goes against Black folk, tell me we marching for immigrants, that's an agent. Any Black person you see on YouTube talking against Black people, those are agents. We should recognize them by now. So what are we doing? Don't ever forget. They don't come to partner with you, Russia and Africa. They come to take over. So yes, we need your military weapons. We're going to give you money. We're going to pay you, but you're not going to come and, put a military base in Africa. No, you're not doing that. Because now you're coming to take over. How many times have Africa been colonized, partnering up with the wrong people? And we still doing the same stuff? Come on. When are you going to do something different? Stop it. And I rest with that.
Yeah. Shouts out to Karma 804 in the building. I appreciate you
Yes,
listening.
welcome.
MD2 said self-preservation. He said,
That's right.
Dr. John Henry Clark said, when some of them go missing, nobody knows who did it, but they damn sure know why.
That's right. And that's what we have to get back to. Just like that man, 12 years, his son, they came up and said, yeah, we did it. Oh, thank you for telling me. Okay. But I didn't need to know that. And why is it taking you? That's been 2012. And it's 2026. And they still not dealt with. George Zimmerman still not dealt with. Trayvon murder still not dealt with. Sandra Bland murder still not dealt with. Michael Brown's murder still not dealt with. What are we doing? And you wonder why they keep on doing what they're doing. They're going to keep on because y'all not doing nothing. They know them niggas ain't going to do nothing but sit there and cry about it. No, Lucius, where you at? Where my Lucius at? That should be globally. It should be a Lucius chapter across America. Y'all gonna keep this how we doing it now? Okay, come on, Lucius. We ain't going to court. They ought to be begging you to, hey, let's take care of everything in court. We don't need you. We tried it already. We're gonna handle it Lucius way now. We're gonna do it Lucius way. But I rest. Go ahead.
All facts. And all I can say is shouts out to MD2, shouts out to Karma, shouts out to Raw, shouts out to Matron. Appreciate I'm glad Matron back. Y'all check out Matron live yesterday. And everybody else that was listening. I appreciate you for coming on here, making time, Cassidra.
I appreciate the invite.
It's nice over there, right? Oh, it's Bitter Medicine. I don't know who Nicole is. It's all good though. You can let them stay there. They get their rocks off by getting banned, but when they realize they're kind of stupid, they kind of just go away. And that you notice they never come on. So I don't really care. But shouts out to Koku in the building. I appreciate you for being on here. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to that. Cassidra, is it like, what's the weather over there right now?
Oh my God, it's like 100 degrees. Y'all over there, I ought to send you some sun over there. It's 100 degrees over here. This is their summer right now. We're in their summer. Yeah, this is their summer. When it's winter, but it don't get that cold even in the winter time. So maybe about March will be the winter here. And it only gets maybe about 85 instead of 100. So it's always nice. Very nice. It's a little rainy now because this is the cycle. They call it cyclone season, which is January through March. But it's just rainy. You may wake up in rain and then it's sunny the rest of the day. But like today, it's been a little cloudy so far. It's only 8:30 in the morning here. With 9 hours ahead of you guys. So yeah. But I'm telling you, if you can, make your plans to get out of America if you can. I'm just saying. Some of y'all on disability, Hey, make your plans, get out. It's not going to get any better. They're showing you right now, they're killing white folk in the street now. Since when since when they kill white people? They not. So what do you think they're going to do to you? You get your black behind out there. I'm just saying, we have to see the dangers. They're turning this stuff on white folk now. The rabbit got the gun now, right? What are we doing about it? We have to stay out of those streets. That's not your fight. Like Major said, that's not your fight. But we should be, if you can, build you something, build your own business, build your school, and come on to Africa. They need education. They need their infrastructure. They need, I'm telling you, import exports. You can do so much here because they need that talent, and you have the talent. We know how to build. You built America. Now come build home. Now come build home, because this is your home. And don't tell me you got DNA from Africa, but I'm not African. That's crazy. That's ludicrous to me. Stop believing the hype. But I rest with that. Go ahead. But thank you for the opportunity, though.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
I need to see that book in about 2 days. I need to see that book February 1st.
Well, yeah, I ain't gonna say 2 days, but I'm gonna be like, I would try to do it in February. Hopefully, I don't know. Is it like the summertime and like the Bahamas? But yeah, that's the thing though. That might be another part of why we out of our minds, right? Because for us, it's supposed to be nice right now. Maybe even supposed to be hot, But we over
Exactly.
here in a
No, we're
damn ice
freezing. Y'all
storm.
about to freeze to
Yeah,
death.
about to fall,
You know,
break your hip.
I'm just saying, what are we doing? You guys should have your passports. And if you don't have them, shame on you. You need to be getting your passports, because those offices are getting ready to close. Trump said he's getting ready to shut down America again, the government, the end of January. Did you guys know that? Okay. So y'all, come on. It's not going to get any better. But you are so afraid to move. You're so afraid to try something new. What if I hadn't been afraid? Nothing but greatness has happened since I've been here.
Yeah.
People say, well, Africans don't like you. Well, black folk in America don't like you, but I've not experienced that here. I'm just saying black folk in America don't like you. So what are you saying? You're in an abusive relationship. Get out of that abusive relationship. If this was your daughter in an abusive relationship, what would you say? Would you tell her to stay? No, I'm telling you to get out. It's time to get out. It's time to try something new. It's time to get your own business. You have black folk moving to Thailand. They're moving to Panama. They're moving to Costa Rica. Anywhere but America right now. The dollar's dying. I hope you guys have invested in silver. I'm telling you, the dollar is dying. Silver and gold is going through the roof right now. Gold is what, $5,000 a block? I'm telling you guys, you gotta understand. You have to see the times. You just have to see what's happening to understand the signs of the time and see the dollar is going to be done. Anytime your dollar is South Africa's dollar or whatever their dollars call is more than America's dollar right now, that's crazy. That's never been before. You guys don't understand. Sometimes God will show you that he is trying to make you, trying to keep you out of America. And black folk are holding on to America for dear life. Why? Get out. If you have retirement, if you have Social Security, if you have disability, get out. If you can create your own business, if you can do a business online, you have different entities that will allow you to work online, remote. Get your VPN, get out. Get out of America. Make the American money overseas. They have expats. You can go do your research. How much money am I going to need to be able to live in another country? Oh, Nicole said she was talking, what she say? She was talking about the African men dancing in Russia. I was asking, okay.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. But we have to understand, this is what we have to understand, you guys, that we got to get out. It's not that, don't be afraid to move. Don't be afraid to try something new. Don't be afraid. If you don't like one continent, go to another. It's 54 of them. But make sure you do your research. Make sure that how much is it going to cost me to get a visa? How much do I need to be making? For instance, I'm here in Mauritius. You have to be making $1,500. Okay, bringing in $1,500 to get a premium visa, and that's for a year. After your premium visa, then you get your retirement visa. You can get a retirement visa at 50 here, but you only have to be bringing in $2,000 a month. No, you don't need that to live, but they just want to make sure they're not like these African countries, continents are not like America. You can't come here and get EBT. You can't come here. They want to make sure that you're going to be able to eat. If you come in this far, you got to be able to feed yourself. And that's what they want to make sure. So if you got $1,500 coming in, $2,000 coming in, they know that you'll be able to eat. You're not going to need that because I paid $400 for rent. I'm just saying. So you're not going to need that money. They just want to make sure that you good. So y'all think about it. You get a tourist visa for 6 months, as long as you have a return ticket. But if you're applying for your premium visa, you apply for the premium visa. You just make sure you got, $1,500 coming in. Or if you sell a house and you got a certain amount of money in the bank, that's good too. Because they'll look at that and they'll be like, okay, they're not asking for a lot. This is the easiest place to get a visa. That's why I'm here. Most of these continents, some others are not as easy because, corruption. They want you to. I had a girlfriend that paid one country $10,000. No, we're not doing that. It shouldn't cost that much for a visa. And if that's the money they're asking, then you need to do your research to understand how much it's going to take for me to get a visa in your country and how long can I be there. Do your research. Do your research. That's all I'm saying. Don't be afraid to travel. Don't be afraid. If you got a business in America, if you got a cleaning business, or if you can create a cleaning business, build a business making you American money, but still also you can establish something over here also. You're only doing the American money to get over here, and then you're going to create it over here. They need infrastructure. They need internet. They need, export and import is really big over here. Storage containers. You have a contract with a storage container in the States. You have a contract with somebody in Kenya, in Dar es Salaam, in Tanzania, and you globally. You have to be able to work your business. Don't come up here talking about a job. No. Do you want to make African money or you want to make American money? Or eventually you can do both. Eventually you can set things up and you will be making enough money to be able to sustain yourself in Africa.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And y'all should definitely check out the live. It's very informative you did about before you go places, make sure you do your research and
yes, you have to do
stuff.
your research.
So make sure
Because
y'all
it's
check
not that hard. I mean, wherever you want to go, if you want to go to Thailand, go to Thailand, as long as it's not America. Anywhere. You can go to Panama. I went to Panama because I thought that might have been a place. It might have been. Eventually, it might have been. But then, no, I didn't want to. I wanted me a Black country. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be around Black people. And Panama was fine. Costa Rica was good. But do your research. Mexico, right now, I don't think I would do Mexico right now because of what he's doing, what he's done to, Trump is trying to mess it up to where Black people can't go anywhere. He's doing this on purpose. He's doing it on purpose. So Mexico, right now, I don't think I would go there. But there's other places like Colombia. They said they have a great expat in Colombia. You might want to go there. Do your research before you go and see what it's going to take for you to get a visa and how long is it going to take, and get in some of these Facebook groups so that they can help you to understand how it is over there. And you can ask all kinds of questions if you're in a Facebook group. Say, for instance, you want to go to Colombia, join a Facebook group of expats that's already in Colombia. Hey, how do I do? What do I need to do? Give me the ins and outs. If you want to go to Thailand, join a Thailand Facebook group. What do I need to do to get look at some YouTube videos as far as what's it going to take for me to move to Thailand? How much money do I need? Get in some of these groups so you can find out. Yeah, Panamanian is Black. Yes, they are. Panamanian is Black.
Yeah. Yeah, my bad, Nicole. I thought you were saying something. I thought you was somebody else saying something different. But
yeah, Panamanians, yeah, they're Black. They are Black. So that's what I'm, and that would have been another place for me, and that was a place that I thought I wanted to go. But then I'm glad I chose Mauritius. Mauritius is amazing. It's beautiful. And some people, like it. Some people don't. It's up to you. You have 50 other. If you go to one, you don't like it, go to another. That's all. That's it. Why are you staying in an abusive relationship when you don't have to? Don't be afraid to move. Don't be afraid to step out.
yeah,
And I rest with
definitely.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so shouts out to Nicole, shouts out to Raw, shouts out to Koku, Better Medicine Podcast.
Medicine, yes.
Shouts out to MD2, Shouts out to Karma 804. I appreciate you for listening. Shouts out to Matron. I appreciate Matron for coming through. Much love to Matron. And I guess all I can say for my last words, Cassidra, I guess you already know. You can be a part of the I Love Everybody coalition, or you could be a part of the Lucius coalition.
That's right. Lucius gonna win every time with me. You already know.
Everybody, listen. I taught history for about 20. Tell you it was Macon County. Macon County is Tuskegee, Alabama. Check this brother out. He's nothing but the truth.
Alabama elected a black sheriff in 1966, and the Klan put a $50,000 bounty on his head, but what Lucius Amerson did next made them regret it forever. When every white deputy quit, Amerson hired Vietnam veterans who killed for America and now killed for justice. His deputies didn't arrest Klan members. They disappeared them. 17 Klan leaders vanished during his 8 years. Must have left town, Amerson would say. The FBI investigated, but every black person in Macon County stayed silent. When the Klan shot up his house, 2 Klan families' barns mysteriously burned. When they bombed his office, 3 Grand Dragons got found floating in the river. He turned their terror tactics against them. White folks stopped wearing sheets real quick when the hunter became hunted. Alabama erased him from history books because he proved black power could destroy white supremacy. The Klan offered $50,000 for his head, but lost 20 members learning why you don't threaten a black sheriff with nothing to lose. Google won't show you this truth.
Hey, what's up?
Right, so he said it better than I can say it. So, as always, man, we have got to start standing for something, or we're going to keep falling for anything.
Peace, family.